For many scow sailors out there, the mention of scow sailing can only be in reference to the A-scow, which started it all 100 years ago. While this boat has been through a radical transformation to modern composites and new sail configurations, the same things that attract the sailors of today also attracted sailors 100 years ago to the challenge, the prospect of awesome speeds and performance as well as good competition. However, this powerful boat is optimized for straight line speed, and making it perform with agility through boat handling maneuvers takes a high degree of teamwork. When tacking the A-scow, the team has to be conscious of the large and powerful sail plan, the boat's desire to sail with about 15 degrees of heel, and the manipulation of both boards when tacking. In the big picture, the boat needs to tack through the wind, finding its optimal angle of heel and its optimal sail trim pretty quickly on exiting the tack. At the same time, the boards need to be shifted during the tack to maintain control and ultimately to keep only the leeward board down so as not to add extra wetted surface area. As with any boat, the driver has to break the tack itself down into 3 stages of progress. Each stage has different goals in sailing the boat, and a common rule used to describe driving through those stages is slow, fast, slow, which refers to the rate of turn and the corresponding amount of tiller movement through the tack. In the first stage of the tack, the driver allows the boat to slowly turn into the wind. This part of the tack is a slow turn so that the boat can maintain airflow across the main as long as possible. In the second stage, the sails lose airflow and begin to luff, so the driver speeds up the turn in order to get the sails working again on the new tack and ducks the boom. In the third stage, the driver slows the turn to gently settle into the new close-hauled course while shifting his or her weight to the new side and then finally shifting the tiller hand. Shortly after the tack, the driver concentrates on the angle of attack for the new course. Good driving technique in any boat when tacking also demands that the driver hold the tiller with an overhand grip like a microphone, and that the driver keep his or her head focused on what's ahead of the boat as much as possible to keep a perspective of the rate of turn and the best course for exiting the tack. Buddy has a unique touch and an extraordinary feel for the boat, allowing him to do things most others can't when sailing. He can stand in the middle of the boat, calling his own tactics, while still keeping the boat in the groove. Other drivers may need to stay in a hiking position or sitting on the windward side to see the telltales in order to keep the boat in the groove. It is important for the driver to also keep their head out of the boat in order to anticipate changes in wind direction and velocity to present the boat to the wind at the best angle of attack at all times and maintain proper heel angle and target boat speed. The main trimmer acts together with the driver to steer the boat around the race course. He is essentially the throttle man, shifting gears and revving the engine for the driver, while constantly staying focused on the boat speed throughout the race. So, as the driver considers those stages of the tack when dissecting goals, the main trimmer does too. In the first stage, when the boat is steering into the wind, the main trimmer may either hold the trim or ease slightly to unload the helm and maintain heel angle as the crew shifts weight off the rail. In the second stage, he will maintain a slight ease on the main sheet to allow the crew to get under the boom. And as the boat exits the tack in the third stage, he will concentrate on keeping the boat on its feet and re-accelerating when the main fills again before beginning to fine-tune the main sheet. The backstay man has the ultimate responsibility for the running backstays and the permanent backstay. On I-1, the rig is the newest configuration with swept spreaders and running backstays only. So the backstay man here, John Anderson, is only shifting from side to side when tacking and easing the old running back course tune, and tightening the new running back course tune to worry about. To do that, he feels the boat enter the second stage of the tack as it flattens out and releases the old running back. Then, as he ducks the boom and crosses to the new side, he simultaneously pulls the new running back on, and finally hopping into the straps to hike out. The spinnaker trimmer helps the main trimmer fine-tune the boat speed upwind. He adjusts the backstay fine-tune as well as assisting the traveler. His routine when tacking will involve easing the backstay fine-tune when entering the tack, ducking the boom when shifting sides, hiking out on the new side, and trimming the new backstay fine-tune on as necessary. Otherwise, the spinnaker trimmer aggressively adjusts weight to maintain the proper amount of heel. On many boats, you will see the spinnaker trimmer pulling up the bilge board after the tack. The boardman concentrates on 3 things when tacking, roll tacking, or weight position, shifting of the bilge boards, and the main traveler. The boardman enters the tack, trimming the main traveler if eased to help the boat turn into the wind. And then, as the boat crosses head to wind in the tack, the boardman concentrates on dropping the new board beneath him to maintain control out of the tack. After ducking the boom and moving to the new rail, the boardman pulls the windward board up, if necessary, before jumping into the hiking straps and settling in. He then helps in shifting the boat from acceleration mode to pointing mode once the boat is up to speed by adjusting the main traveler and assisting on the fine-tuned backstay. The person playing this role is instrumental in setting up the boat speed adjustments to achieve and maintain maximum speed and get in the groove quickly. The bowman on this boat trims the headsail upwind. In the tack, the bowman concentrates on easing the old sheet and trimming the new sheet on while shifting weight and looking up the course for opportunities. It's important for the bowman to understand what the driver needs to achieve in the boat during the tack. Light air will require the bowman to roll tack the boat as much as possible and to slightly ease the jib into the tack and let the wind blow the jib across to the new tack. Or in bigger breeze, it may be crucial to ease the jib early and enough to allow the bow to come up into the wind and get to the windward rail quickly and worry only about rough tuning the jib until on the rail. It is important for the bowman to always take the slack out of the windward jib sheet so as to be constantly ready for attack. The A-Scow's awesome performance upwind demonstrates the boat's blazing speed, but like any high-performance boat, the time spent fumbling through the maneuvers is distance lost on the course to competitors. Each of the team members should understand the current demands of the boat in helping shift gears and keep the boat at top speed going into and exiting the tack.